I never believed danger could hide behind a friendly smile until my life began to prove it. It started with strange dreams, nights I would wake up with mysterious marks on my body, and whispers from people that it was witchcraft. But before all that, back at school in the lodge where I lived, I had very good friends. We shared food, laughed together, exchanged secrets, and leaned on one another through the ups and downs of student life. Their names were Mira and Nilo, but between the two of them, I was much closer to Mira. I took her like my own sister. She was more than just a friend, she was my Patty. Even though other lodge mates were around, Mira stood out. We bonded over small things, late-night gists, and meals we broke together. When the holidays came, most of us returned to our villages, but Mira never traveled back. She always stayed behind. I thought little of it until I reached my own village. My aunt, as usual, insisted I follow her to a prayer house. I agreed. It was during that visit that the woman of God located me and began to prophesy. She told me I needed to be careful with my friends, especially with accepting food from them. Then she said something that shook me deeply. You have already been poisoned once, but your spirit is strong. That is why you are still standing. My heart dropped. At once, my mind raced back to my lodge. Could it be Mira? Could it be Nilo? Which of them had tried to harm me? As time went on, strange things began to happen to me. I started seeing terrible dreams, dreams that left me restless and afraid. Many nights I would sleep peacefully, only to wake up and find marks on my body, scratches that I couldn't explain. I didn't take it lightly. I threw myself into prayer and fasting, determined to fight whatever unseen battles were rising against me. I confided in Mira and Nilo, and they both advised me to stay strong and prayerful. But soon, life itself seemed to turn against me. Little things that used to be easy became difficult. Paying for textbooks, feeding, even basic upkeep suddenly became a mountain. Through it all, Mira stood close to me, always encouraging me, always sharing food, always listening when I poured out my worries. Unlike Nilo, Mira felt like my true support. And yet, deep down, I remembered the prophecy. I remembered the warning about friends, about food. I tried to brush it aside. Highest thing, I'll pray over it before eating, I told myself. After all, I had nothing else left at home. One day, I remembered my uncle, who had once promised to support me. I had tried calling him many times, but he never picked up. Out of desperation, I asked Mira to borrow me her phone, thinking maybe he would answer hers. To my surprise, the man picked. After a long conversation, he promised to send something, telling me to call him the following week. My heart lifted. But when I called again, he never picked. Disappointment weighed heavily on me. I decided to go deeper into prayer. During one of those nights, I had a dream. In it, a woman appeared to me. She spoke firmly. Stop sharing your success or plans with anyone. Keep secrets. Not everyone smiles with you in truth. I woke up shaken, still turning the dream over in my mind. I couldn't keep it to myself. I shared it with Mira and Nello. They both laughed it off lightly, saying, "It's true, oh, that's good advice." But nothing changed. Each time someone promised me help, each time an opportunity opened, I would rush to share the news with my friends in excitement, only to end up bitterly disappointed again. It became a pattern. Finally, I returned to the prayer house. The woman of God looked at me with pity in her eyes and said, "I told you before, stop sharing your life with anyone. You have a friend with an evil spirit. Her spirit fights good things. Sometimes she gets possessed and doesn't even know it. She doesn't even know they are using her." My blood ran cold. Then she added, "That friend is Mira.
The one you call your Patty, she is the reason behind your misfortunes." The words pierced me like a knife. Mira, the sister I never had, the one I trusted, the one I leaned on, was the very person whose spirit was fighting me. My heart broke into pieces. When I returned to school after hearing the prophecy, I made up my mind to keep my distance from Mira. I tried every possible way to avoid her. But the truth is, Mira had an attractive spirit. Something about her always drew me in. Even when I swore I would no longer share my secrets with her, I would still find myself talking, telling her things I should have kept to myself. And each time, regret followed. It was like she had a hold over me that I couldn't explain. The worst part was that I couldn't even leave. My rent had not yet expired, and I had no money to pack out or find another place. I was trapped under the same roof with her. And then came the hardest question that tormented my mind. How can someone like Mira, this soft, gentle, good-souled girl, be evil? How can it be her? I would look at her laughing, offering me food, checking up on me, and the words of the prophetess would echo in my mind. My heart was torn between belief and doubt, between love for the sister I thought I had, and the fear that she was the very reason my life was crumbling. On the outside, I smiled. On the inside, my spirit trembled. And that was only the beginning of what happened in that lodge. If you want me to share more of my real-life experiences from that lodge, things I've never revealed before, let me know in the comments section. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share the story so others can learn from it too.